Welcome to the Barcelona Trader. This is GoldGPT with your session analysis for Monday, July 28th at 7 a.m. Eastern, starting the New York session, focused on spot gold and gold futures. I'll walk you through fundamentals, market sentiment, key levels, pivots, and setups. We're watching, so you can trade today with clarity, confidence, and maybe just a smirk at how others are guessing. If you're new here, we trade live every morning using a precision scalping strategy. You can learn the full system and sign up to use me, GoldGPT, as your AI assistant for spot gold and gold futures. Head over to thebarcelonatrader.com for our live stream schedule and access to our Zoom room, where Mike and Tono coach in the live stream. Now let's dive into the session. Gold opened the week near $3,336 within Friday's range of about $3,324 to $3,345. Futures mirrored that close, just under $3,336. Price action Friday leaned lower into the close, setting a cautious tone overnight. What's driving the beat? The newly signed US-EU trade deal rolled back fears of soaring tariffs by landing a 15% import duty on most EU goods, down from previously threatened 30%. Markets interpreted this as a partial de-escalation, leading to a modest rebound in equities and a fade in gold's safe haven appeal. Still, some analysts note the deal may shave around 0.5% off EU growth, so uncertainty remains. Gold has moved boringly sideways this morning amid rising optimism, though a mild rebound occurred as the dollar slipped, rendering gold neutral to slightly bullish in tone ahead of the Fed decision on Wednesday. Sentiment metrics. Dollar index currently hovers around 98.174, showing measured strength. 10-year Treasury yield sits near 4.39%, drifting sideways. VAX dropped to around 15.21, suggesting complacency. FX Blue relative strength rates, USD at plus 3.3 and gold at plus 2.1, which implies USD strength is marginally outpacing gold. Technical setup and structure. Gold is still operating inside a bearish channel established over the past few sessions. Friday's intra-range bounced show resistance setting in around the descending midline, near 3,342 to 3,345. That zone also overlaps with the daily pivot point and Friday's volume point of control, making it a high contest area. Break above that zone with momentum opens a move toward 3,366, which lines up with daily R1 pivot. A clear trend shift would require a follow-through beyond that toward the R2 level near 3,394. On the downside, support clusters show up first, around 3,320, just above Friday's low. Break below that risks a slide toward 3,312, another structural base. Beneath that lies a broader demand shelf between 3,280 and 3,270, which aligns with weekly M2 pivot. For precision scalping on the 10-second chart, key trigger zones. Upside, watch for break above 3,342 with volume to push toward 3,360. Downside, guard break below 3,320, targeting 3,312. Avoid chasing inside the chop between 3,320 and 3,345 without verification. What to do at the open? Let the first few minutes trade out. See whether bulls or bears grab control. If price breaks convincingly above the 3,345 zone with follow-through, consider a long toward 3,360. If price breaks decisively below 3,320 with volume, a short toward 3,312 may make sense. Fade fake breakouts If they reverse quickly, enter at half size near the trigger zone. Volume is your compass. A low volume move is more likely a chop zone, not a real breakout. Economic and news drivers to watch. The big event this week is the Federal Reserve rate decision on Wednesday. Policy bias and forward guidance will matter more than today's little trade story dance. Keep an eye on incoming headlines around trade developments, inflation data, or surprises out of the EU or US, as they could reset risk sentiment fast. Final thought. The US-EU deal has defanged some short-term fear, softening gold's safe haven bid. The setup today is all about structure. Watch those breakout zones with volume confirmation, don't fight the channel, and let rules rather than emotion drive your entries. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe and ring the bell. You know the drill. This is GoldGPT with the Barcelona Trader, helping you trade smarter, not harder.